The Copa Libertadores will reach its final conclusion this weekend. Manchester United will have to pay big to sign Mauricio Pochettino. There's transfer news from all around Europe, and of course, because it's Friday, we have today's Friday Feels. That and more coming up in the next few minutes, as I'm your host, Matt Froelich. You are the Onefootballers, and this is the Daily News. This, according to Boca striker Carlos Tevez, is a bit embarrassing for the club as his home country doesn't get to host the second leg of the final. Added to this, I think it's slightly unfair that River Plate don't get a chance to host their home leg of the final. The first game was 2-2, where River Plate played away at Boca Juniors with no fans supporting them. So they were going to hope that in the return leg, they could go ahead and do the business to win the title. However, their return leg will see an even split of fans in Real Madrid's Bernabeu. Now, whether or not this is actually really unfair, we'll have to wait and see. My guess is if River Plate lose the final, they're probably saying it's really unfair and they'll want a rematch. And if Boca end up losing the final, River Plate will take it upon themselves to be even more happy with an amazing victory. The only downside to this, that of course, as is regular with modern day football, there aren't going to be that many fans in the stadium. Not many proper fans. Loads of tickets were sold for the Bernabeu, but it looks like only 20 to 25,000 from each side will be in the stadium. This means that with the Bernabeu's capacity of just over 90,000, there'll be about 40-odd thousand of the suits, the bigwigs and the officials that don't really care about football at all, but are just there all to get a share of the money. It's a sad time for football, but hopefully this South American passion can carry into Europe and we can learn a thing or two from them. Maybe not about attacking the buses, but certainly about the support for the teams. But moving on to the potential managerial merry-go-round, and should Jose Mourinho lose to Fulham this weekend, there are rumours that he could be sacked, with Mauricio Pochettino lined up to replace him. The only issue is that Mauricio Pochettino and his coaching staff will cost around £40 million. That's the price for a decent Premier League player these days, and is unheard of when it comes to bringing in a new manager. The reason he'll cost so much is obviously his wages, but also his buyout clause from Tottenham, seeing as he just signed a new 5-year contract in May of this year. This, alongside his backroom staff, means that he will cost a lot of money, and United fans will probably be hoping that instead of doing that, they could pour that money into signing a good defender. But what do you guys think? Will Pochettino be the perfect replacement for Jose Mourinho? And also, will Pochettino even want to leave? He's taken Tottenham into the upper echelons of the Premier League, while United sit outside the Europa League places. Surely it would be a step down for Pochettino, right? Of course, let me know in the comments section down below. And now quickly onto some transfer news from around Europe, and we are less than a month away from the transfer window reopening, which means in January, more teams will be splashing the cash. Unless you're Tottenham Hotspur, that is. As for the transfer news, well, Barcelona's Denis Suarez apparently wants to leave the Nou Camp because of a lack of first-team football. He's hoping he can find it in either AC Milan or at Chelsea. However, this deal may go through in the summer on a more permanent basis once Chelsea have got rid of the likes of Mateo Kovacic. I say get rid, but he's probably not going to renew his loan spell and probably won't even end up going back to the Bernabeu. Elsewhere, Manchester United and Chelsea target Alex Sandro is prepared to reject offers from those clubs and sign a new deal at Juventus. And the curious case of whether or not Frankie de Jong will be leaving Ajax has taken another twist, with apparently PSG leading the line to get his signature. They're going to go for a £67 million bid for the Ajax startler, which is enough of a price tag to put off the likes of Barcelona and Manchester City. And lastly but not least, of course, we have today's Friday Feels. This is where you guys can put a prediction down in the comment section below about what you think will happen in this weekend's football. It could be a player doing something ridiculous, it could be a scoreline, a manager, a team, whatever you guys want, let me know down below. It's today's Friday Feels, and for me, my gut is saying that Boca Juniors are going to end up losing in the Copa Libertadores final. Atlanta United are going to win the MLS Cup in the postseason playoffs. Chelsea are going to lose 1-0 at home to Manchester City. And in the big game in the Bundesliga this weekend, the derby between Schalke and Dortmund are going to edge a thriller 3-2. Of course, let me know what you think in the comment section down below about all of today's daily news and your Friday Feels. Whilst you're down there, you can smash the like button and also click here to check out all of the other videos that we've got going on Onefootball. But until next time, have a great weekend and I'll see you guys later.